Okay, so speaking of a person who's well dressed, well, I want to tell you something about my friend Wilson, because he's like the most stylish person I've ever met so far. We're about the same age, and he's a fashion designer and also a freelance photographer. So very naturally, he knows everything about the fashion industry. I mean, seriously, if you have no idea, like, what's the most fashionable look of the season, you just ask him about it. They can tell you everything about it, like what's in fashion, what's the color of the year, what's the most fashionable outfit of the season, that kind of thing. He just knows everything about fashion. As for how we got to know each other, well, that's a long story. Because if my memory serves me well, we first came across each other like almost 15 years ago. At that time, we met each other at the party. So after a round of beers, we just had a long conversation about sports, about games, about fashion and art. Well, surprisingly, I found that we do have a lot in common. For example, like both of us are really into art and we're crazy about sports. So just like that, we become friends, we become acquainted at the time. So we exchange phone number to stay in touch. And now 16 years later, we become best friends ever. Well, most of the time, he prefers to dress in clothes that are very casual but still look fashionable, like those oversized hoodies, general label jeans, sneakers, the kind of thing. His wardrobe is kind of full of those fancy stuff, from those luxury brands like Louis Vuitton, like and Prada, the kind of thing. He must have spent a fortune on his clothes and accessories. For formal occasions, he will be smartly dressed. He's got like a few bespoke suits, which are also very fancy and quite expensive. Besides, he's got like all sorts of accessories to go with his styles. For example, he got like loads of hats and caps to go with different styles. So as I just told you, I mean, he's just a very fashionable person. Well, I think he's well dressed for many two reasons. To start with, he's got a good taste in clothes. I mean, just no doubt about it. Most of his clothes look truly stylish, very fashionable, and also he has a flair for like mixing and matching the different styles. Besides, he's really confident in whatever he wears, so he just doesn't care about others' opinions. So I think that makes him even more stylish. So that's the person I want to tell you about because I really think he's really stylish. So that's it.